Yo, what is up, my disciples? How is it going? We're gonna go ahead and get started here in a minute, but first we're gonna do a quick audio test to make sure everything's balanced correctly as per usual. There's been way too many times I started stream and I've been muted, so we're gonna go ahead and first take care of that. Okay, cool. So that sounded good in terms of the audio test. So I'm not gonna waste too much time before we go ahead and jump into it, but I will let you guys know what we're gonna be working on today. So typically I do like warm-up drawings, and we do some figure drawing, gesture drawing. Sometimes we draw hands, feet, whatever the case may be. Today I just want to hop right into the drawing stuff. So I'm going to be working on some concept art, some sketches of my characters from my story Ignition. If you don't know about that, then you can check out the link for the website, so you can kind of see what that's about a little bit. And so yeah, I one of my New Year's goals was to just sketch more often, and so that's what I'm going to be making use of these live streams for. And honestly, this may be a session in which I don't actually talk very much. I will still respond to questions, of course. So if you have any, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. But yeah, I just kind of want to get into the zone a little bit today. I want to finish off this piece you see right in front of you, and then I also want to finish this doodle off as well. And then I also want to come in and work on this piece over here as well. So sometimes I like just putting everything on one page so I don't have to switch between different pages to work on artwork. It helps me get in the mindset that I am sketching. So one quick announcement before we get started is that I'll talk about this even more during the stream, but I do want to let you guys know, for those of you that are interested, I'm starting to utilize DeviantArt a little bit more, which I know it's a kind of like people say it's a dying platform, and there's a lot of truth to that statement, but the reason that I wanted to talk about and let you guys know that I'm using it is because it's kind of the fastest and easiest way to create a portfolio for the story that I'm working on. It has a really good folder organization system. It allows me to pretty much just display my art, fairly simply without any extra hoops I have to go through. So it's nice because I don't have to have a website. So that being said, if you want to see more work for this story ignition, then hop on my DeviantArt. You're gonna find a lot more stuff than you will in my Instagram, because my Instagram, there is some sketches, but I kind of want it to be kind of colored artworks or like finished artworks. My DeviantArt is just going to have a lot more stuff in general. So yeah, if you want to see behind the scenes type of stuff, then you may want to check that out. And then lastly, I created kind of a subscription type of thing. I'm going to be testing it out. I'm not so like sure about it yet. I'm not like sold on it or anything like that, but I figured as I start to gain new fans, then I wanted to have a place for them to kind of get extra behind the scenes content, just like Patreon, but I'll be able to have it all in the same place on DeviantArt, both the unpaid for and also the paid for content. So if you do subscribe on my DeviantArt, I will be taking scans of all my sketchbooks. So if you want to see any of the sketch work in like full detail, high quality, then that's going to be there for subscribers. And then also concept art that I don't really want to post as like featured artwork, because it's more of the concept type stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, then it'll be available, but I will kind of put it there as additional bonus content. Really, that's all I had for announcements. I hope everyone's having a great night tonight, and let's see if we can get a nice chill drawing stream going, and see if we can get a lot of work done today. So grab your pencils, grab some coffee or tea, grab something to drink, grab some snacks, of course, and let's try to have a drawing session for maybe an hour or two, and let's see how this goes. Hello, what is up, Kage? And what is up, Max? Seasonal depression be hitting different. So, I'm not sure what exact season you're in, but I think we're coming up. We're in spring here where I live. I personally like spring, but let me know what your favorite season is, and like what your seasonal depression looks like. Cause like I get seasonal depression when it's like late fall, winter. But right now I'm feeling kind of good because it's getting warmer, and that always brings up my energy. It's like spring cleaning, and it's like everything is kind of just starting new. It's kind of like fresh and everything like that. So we'll see. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast, indeed. I watched the new Sonic movie, and it was pretty enjoyable. As far as a video game movie would go, it was a pretty fun watch, and I like doodling Sonic because it's an easier character to draw, and it's like I can kind of just come up with stuff from my imagination pretty easy. And that is what we're gonna be kind of doing today. Is gonna be drawing a lot from imagination and using references where needed. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with it. Let me go ahead and take a swig of water real quick. How you doing, Kage? What you working on? Same thing for you, Max. What's good? Are you doing good? You working on anything? Oh, never mind. I see the chat. Working on event piece gives off burned out vibes, but IDK, what else to do? You know, event pieces are always good. I'm imagining, so I'm a Mega Man fan, so everything that I think about like goes directly to Mega Man. There's a character named Vent, and I think it's the Mega Man Advent series. I'm gonna imagine you're not talking about you're drawing that character. I'm imagining you're actually drawing a Vent piece, like kind of just letting out your, you know, internal emotions into a piece and kind of just getting it out there. I love winter, but I get depression around summer or rainy days. Whoa, that's that's like the complete opposite for me. I'm gonna be honest. But it's like at the same time, everyone's different, and they like different seasons for different reasons, and I like winter when I'm doing winter activities, so I can see that. Do you do like winter sports type of stuff? Like do you snowboard or ski, or you know, like to, I don't know, do any of the other snow activities, build snowmen, snowball fights, that kind of stuff? Or do you like just how, you know, the environment looks when there's a lot of snow on the ground? Because that does look pretty when there's snow on the ground. That does look very, very beautiful. Let me know. Okay, so we're starting off with this piece here, and usually when I get to like a certain stage, I like to start duplicating the layer so I can always have a backup version to go to. So we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this layer once. And one thing I can see right off the bat that I need to correct is the head. To me, it looks a little bit elongated and it looks a little bit strange to me. So we're just gonna grab that with the lasso tool. And we're gonna try some simple transformations on it first and foremost and see what we can do with that. Being an artist makes you rethink a lot, like, where's this random pain coming from? And you know what? I think that's a really good thing. Like, as an artist, it reminds me of mindfulness, you know? And I feel like as an artist, you get to practice mindfulness a lot more because you know, you're drawing a little bit from your emotions, you're drawing a little bit based on how you feel, and how you feel is kind of your motivation to what kind of things that you want to draw. And so I feel like, you know, random things be kind of coming up because you don't get a lot of chances in life to really express how you feel to other people, and not even that, even to yourself. You don't really get a chance to express yourself just in general. And so when you start drawing, a lot of things can actually bubble up, and you can start to feel a little bit more in tune with your just, you know, emotions and your thoughts. And I don't know, that's why I personally enjoy drawing. It's kind of like my meditation zone. It's kind of like my relaxation from work and everything like that. Like, even if I wasn't working on a story or anything like that, I think I would just draw because it helps me maintain a sense of calmness and mindfulness. I don't know, I think it's a good thing for sure. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Okay, we got a lot of the collective crew coming through too, which is very, very cool. How are you doing tonight? Let me know what you're working on. Kage says client work, and hopefully they like it so I can be done by Friday. Oh, I feel it. I feel the pain of doing client work. Because the thing with client work, you're not done until, unless you put a hard deadline, you're not really done until the client is like happy. So actually, let's see. That looks a little bit strange. Can I cancel out of this? But yeah, I hope that's going pretty smooth for you in terms of the client work. Okay, my keyboard is working. The pieces that you showcased looked. I like the amount of diversity that you have in each option. So it's like, hopefully that's enough for your client to be able to decide what direction they're trying to go for, because it sounds like you have a client that's like doesn't know specifically what they want and stuff, and so it's like it's hard doing client work because you almost have to like teach the client what they want and then also deliver on what they want, and it's kind of a lot, you end up doing a lot. So whenever I work with people and I'm coming up with a logo for them and stuff, I actually have like homework assignments that I give them, and I typically only do stuff for other people if I know them personally. But like the things that I typically have them do is like make an entire mood board and give me examples of companies that are similar, or they have an aesthetic that they are also trying to imitate, or a sense of profession that they're trying to imitate. So I have a little bit more direction, so I can give them something that they want. So I typically do that a lot. Okay, I need to shut up for just a second so I can focus on editing this. I do see quite a few comments, and I'll get to them in just a minute. Keep aspect ratio. Let's go ahead and turn that off for now. There we go. Now we can kind of mess with aspect ratio. What about, okay, and then holding shift works. Cool. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna kind of just squash that head down a little bit. And you want to make it make it a little bit larger, something like that. And we're gonna try just moving it around too, just to see what it looks like. This is something you can't really do in traditional art, but this is what digital art is great for, is that you get to learn placement of things, overlap of things a little bit easier. Well, maybe not easier, but maybe a little bit better. Because you can make those adjustments, and then after you make those adjustments, you need to cement in your brain what you did wrong the first time. If you're working traditionally, you just draw it over again, and there's no foul play in that as well. But I find it a little bit easier to manipulate things in digital, which I don't know. Some people can consider it cheating, but I personally don't. Okay, so that's before, and this is after. And I personally like the after a little bit better. So we're gonna zoom out. We're gonna see how that kind of looks, and we're gonna zoom back in. Okay, I've only touched snow twice. I love the smell, the colors, the chilling vibe, the breeze. Summer is like hot, sweaty air conditioner is acting up. Not even water can help. Using the cold floor. Dang, oh man, the struggle. I'm sorry, Max. Oh my goodness, the struggle. Not having to use a cold floor. I mean, okay, so I don't know where you live, so the summer could be unbearable. I don't know. What's good, fam? Ooh, mindfulness discussion, love it. Yeah, we can jump back to that in a minute. Oh, I meant like physical pain, like back aches, hip bone pain, neck is hurting, wrist, etc. Let me know. Okay, I'm just taking. I took what you said, and I didn't have the context. Physical pain. I see that as well. I personally sit in front of my computer all day because I engineer during the day, and I'm like sitting in front of the computer creating like schedule documents, creating engineering drawings, reviewing testing. Almost entirely it's in front of the screen. Sometimes I get to like walk around in person and go inspect some parts, but like it's in front of the screen. So like if my posture isn't good, if I'm not typing correctly, like that builds up, and when I come to draw, like I can feel that. I can feel like my spine being like kind of tired out, that kind of thing. So I feel it, fam. Hopefully you know your posture and everything's good. Hopefully none of the pains are too serious, but I mean you gotta be healthy with this stuff, you know. Yeah, so I was doing admin stuff all day, resizing pages for Tapas, Webtoon, promoting all that gunk. Like I said, yeah, exactly, lol. Yeah, that stuff with the client stuff though, that man, sometimes you really gotta guide them through it, and it ends up being way more work. Let's see, let me go ahead and grab the brush that I need. Alright, we're working with this one right here. Let me come in here and keep sketching. So admin work. Honestly, like, so I'm not posting my story on a whole bunch of places right now, but you know, like as you guys know, I'm on YouTube and Instagram and that kind of stuff, and it's like, man, that part of being a creator, I shouldn't say creator, well, it is a creator, being an artist, that part of being an artist and a creator online is just like, it's necessary obviously, because that's how people find out about your updates and stuff, but like I get so tired trying to complete all those things, and my admin days, so to speak, are usually on the weekends, and I try to knock some of that stuff out. I try to schedule posts, and then I'm good for the week. But man, it's challenging to stick to a schedule and whatnot. So I mean, hopefully the admin day went well. Hopefully you got to everything you needed to get to. So you said you're posting on Tapas and Webtoons and promoting. No, it was not fun. Yeah. Admin stuff is a lot. Turn the volume down for the music a little bit. And I'll turn this up in the stream just a tiny bit so you guys can still hear the music. Let me know if that's good. Let me know if that's working out. How is Tapas and Webtoons like to use? Is it pretty easy to post and everything like that? Because I know you're on Comic Career as well, Brandon. I am working through the comic. It's been a while, but I started reading it. I started reading through the first chapter, and I got through maybe like 10 or more pages, something like that. But I am going to be reading more, but I do want to hear your opinion, posting on Tapas and stuff like that, and Webtoons versus Comic Fury. Yeah, that's what I mean. Give them homework, make mood boards, get stuff. Yeah, I mean, if the client wants the best product and they also want to know that you're legit and professional, then it's like giving them stuff to do. It helps them understand the process and helps them be a part of the process, so that way they're more invested in the final outcome, and they also don't have much room to complain because it's like they were the one that were directly influencing the direction. So it's like it's much easier to work with the client that way, and the communication is open, it's clear, and like I don't know, that's just typically how I go about it. Yeah, I'm going to make a book for when people will work for me to make a smoother process. Work with me. That would be a good idea, especially if you plan to do this that often. I don't know what your art goals are, but if you do plan on doing client work often and like doing logos like specifically, then that would not be a bad direction to go into, and just have like a frequently asked questions in like a book, and they can just like, okay, I get the gist of what I need to do, what you need from me, and you can kind of take it from there. Let's bring this down to 40. Okay, so yeah, I want to let you guys know that I will be talking throughout the stream, but like sometimes I have to shut up, or I just realize I'm not really doing anything. I'm not making creative decisions. That's the hard part about doing streams. Like sometimes you're so caught up in talking that you're not doing the drawing that you need to be doing. Yeah, here responding to questions and asking questions. It's like sometimes I have to wait till like moments where my mind can autopilot until I can start talking. I don't know if other people are like that. I don't know if anyone else here streams, but maybe y'all can relate to that struggle. Because God knows I'd be getting distracted. Be getting hella distracted. Alright, so I'm kind of liking this. Again, as I said before, my New Year's resolution was to like sketch a lot more than I did the year prior. I was creating a lot of like promo art. Now I'm getting straight into concept art and getting ready for the reboot of this comic. For the most of you guys here already know, but I've already done the rewrite, and it's gonna be the illustrating next. And so this is kind of like my in-between time, so to speak. And what that means for me is that I'm just kind of like prepping, more or less. Getting concept art and stuff done, so like when I get to illustrating, like I'm ready to go, you know what I mean? Like I'm good to go. So that is why I'm doing a lot of these sketches and stuff, like really just defining my style, defining my work process a little bit. And yeah, so and some this does not look like a soccer ball, but we are trying. I don't think we're gonna stick with that. We're not gonna stick with that. That looks horrible. I do plan on doing a pseudo 24-hour comic day challenge. I'm gonna sleep because I have to sleep, but I'm gonna spend an entire day just trying to illustrate some stuff for a mini comic, and we're just gonna see how that goes. But yeah. Okay, so this is looking a little bit better for a soccer ball. We'll keep going with that. No streams, no, I don't like lives, I don't trust myself. I think it's a bit intimidating doing a stream because it's like, what if you don't, create any interesting art during the stream, or like, you're having a bad art day. Alright. And that's like what you think when you first start streaming, but honestly it's like not so bad. And like I was saying a little bit earlier, like you can just stream quietly, like there's nothing wrong with that. People just like watching art being created, especially when it's like, an artist where you like the art style, and you just want to kind of see the process. So I don't know, I feel you though on the not trusting yourself. Every time I start this stream, I'm like nervous, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really matter if I don't draw anything good. I'm just here sketching, so start with the easy stuff first. I would say start with the stuff you're comfortable with first, if you ever did a stream. But not streaming is completely valid, and also like helps take the pressure off too. Like you get to just do your thing, you know what I mean? So like that was me for many years, and even now, like I'm on social media like more and more, trying to be a little bit more visible, but like I never feel beholden to posting online or anything like that. If I want to go to my social media accounts, I'm just gonna do it, because at the end of the day I'd rather just focus in on my art and having fun with it, and it not feeling like a job. Like that's why I enjoy streams, because it's there really isn't that much pressure, and I get to do what I would be doing anyway. So for me, it's like a win-win. Okay, so I've said this multiple times, but yeah, I think I'm done with this sketch over here. I don't think I need to add any more to it. Illustrated what I wanted to illustrate, which is kind of like a summer themed, I'm sorry Max, it's a summer themed illustration, and that's kind of all I wanted to do, and I wanted to use kind of an interesting perspective for it, and I think it turned out alright, but you guys can let me know what, you guys be the judge of how I did. Okay, so we're gonna come down here, we're gonna start working on this briefcase art, I believe, and should I do that? Maybe. Let me check my journal and see what it was that I wanted to get done today. Have you ever figured out your MBTI type? I'm not sure what that is. So I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know if that's like a personality test type of thing. Maybe you can clue me in on that. we're gonna try this pose right here. We're gonna try fleshing this out. So I sketched it. I feel like at this point I need some reference, so you guys give me a minute and I'm gonna take some reference pictures for how the hand should look and a few other things. I have a mirror right beside me, but it'll take just a minute to go ahead and take a quick shot, and then we'll come back out, try to sketch this out a little bit more. Then we'll go in and finish the prop design that we're doing for some concept art. Okay, we got some reference to go off of. So just for the hands, I think I can do the arms, no problem. But yeah, we need some for the hands for sure. Okay, we need to also adjust some things around a little bit because we need some more space to draw. So we're done with that. That's that. This is this. Probably gonna need to split that out. Let's see. Is it drawn on one layer? It sure is. Perfect. So we're gonna create a new folder up here, and we're gonna drag a little Sonic dude up in here, and we'll go ahead and just shift that like up here for right now. And then what we're gonna do is, I like the energy of the sketch, and what ends up happening as you start to refine a sketch, sometimes you can lose that energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to duplicate it, and then that way I always have it there as a reference. And we'll kind of work on like a final version down here type of thing. Guess we'll also go ahead and turn that blue, and then let's see, turn this blue as well. Well, maybe we'll just turn it off. It's kind of in the way. Okay. And we're coming back to this layer. Let's see. Okay. And we'll duplicate that. And let's go ahead and do this. So I'm working all on one layer right now for these sketches because I'm gonna get better at kind of treating digital as if it were traditional, and also to kind of speed up the workflow. And so yeah, we're working on one layer, and we just kind of use some erases. Okay, finally getting to Brandon's comment. They're okay. Tapas and Webtoon, I mean, it's not hard to post on those, but they have pretty set size requirements. I prefer to have my own size, to be honest, but goal right now is getting it out. Yeah, it's fair. It's like posting in as many places as possible, so it's like people know that you even exist, and that people can find your comic on different platforms is pretty important. So yeah, even if it's like not in an ideal place to post, like if you can't post there and you are posting there, then that makes perfect sense. I created an account, and I think I even created a thing for my comic, but I just haven't uploaded anything, especially since like my format is really different from what a lot of comics are gonna look like. So just haven't quite figured out how I would go about it, but once I start creating actual like pages and stuff again, I will figure out what to do in terms of that, and try to post to as many places as possible as well. Yeah, bruh, focus. No streams, no, I don't like lies. Oh, I read that one. Yeah, pseudo 24-hour comics are a good time because sleep is necessary as fuck. LOL. I can talk more about Tapas Webtoons and serve at some point. Yeah, that'd be nice. To have a chat about that. Yeah, and also maybe I should talk to you a little bit about the 24-hour comic thing, because I know you have experience, and so I might try to kind of pick your brain a little bit. Pick your brain in terms of like some good things to remember to do to prep. My plan is to do a little bit of prep this weekend, and I don't know if that's, I'm just making this thing my own. I'm not gonna follow necessarily any set rules, but I'm gonna prep a little bit of the story, and not any of the art, but just have some index cards and stuff written out to know the pacing of the story and what I'm trying to tell and everything. Do the research that I need to do. It's for the competition, the collective one. So. So yeah, I'm gonna do some prep for that, and then took some time off work so that I could actually get something done for once, and not just have a short session that's like an hour or 2 hours, and I can't even I'm like just getting warmed up and then I have to stop, so, because it's late. Brent said, I love streaming, it just takes a lot of energy and setup. Yeah, especially for traditional people that work digitally, you kind of got it a little bit easier in that regards. But if you're working traditionally and you got to set up all the cameras and everything, and for me it's just like, okay, mic check, and like, do I have my computer running? And then I'm kind of ready to just go ahead and start drawing. So not a ton of prep that gets in the way. But yeah, streaming is a lot of fun, especially just like hang out with people pretty much. And like, I'm probably better at the hanging out part than I am at the streaming part. Like, coming to other people's streams is always cool, so hopefully I can like kind of continue what other people are able to do over here as well. But it's fun to just chat about art and whatnot, projects. I feel like my character just got like aged up. A lot of people ask me how to like draw the character the same way each time, and honestly it's a lot of erasing. It's helpful to have a reference sheet where you know how the character looks at a whole bunch of different angles. Definitely a lot of stuff that goes into it. Speaking of which, let me actually pull up some reference for how I want to do the fashion for this. Also, I love the Sonic there. Thank you. Actually, it was a really quick and random doodle. It was like a minute sketch, and I was just trying to get comfortable with the pen that I was using, and I drew a circle and then drew some eyes, and before I knew it, I was drawing Sonic. So I don't know how that happened. So social media be exhausting, bro. Just want to post and head out for the next 5 months and post a little. Hey, do that though. Like, unless you know, like, have to post on social media all the time. Like, try not to if you can. It's like, it's absolutely necessary when you're marketing, of course, but if you're not marketing anything at that point in time, then, you know, post when you want to post. Just post fun updates, what you're working on, whatever the case may be. But like, whatever you can do to make it easier on yourself, do that thing. Make it easy for you to engage with other people in a very chill and relaxed way. I have found that those environments have typically, like, you know, everyone's aware of Discord now, but that kind of environment has been the chillest for me. So it's like, yeah, be on social media and posting stuff so people know you're alive and out there, but if you can find more chill spaces to exist, you know, with like-minded people, and create art without such a feverish pace and a worry of whether or not someone got more likes than you, then try to go for that. Try to find something like that if you can. Because it does wonders for your mental art health without feeling the pressure of posting all the time. Okay, and this is okay that this character is a bit aged up here, because technically if they got all this stuff on, then they would be older in the story as well. So it actually does make sense in this case. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of keep going with it. Again, when you're sketching, just keep it to sketching. Don't feel too pressured to get anything right or for anything to be perfect. If it's messy and you can still see some pencil marks, that's fine, because you are just sketching. So I say that more to remind myself than probably to remind you guys, but still, just in case it's helpful. Yeah, the Myers-Briggs test. Yeah, it's a personality test. I got ISTP and a stereotype. Way they are basically a lone wolf, but chill, and a mixture of James Bond. LOL. One of this popular horror manga artist uses a small mirror to check for mistakes when they draw traditional. I'm stealing the idea. LOL. Yeah, if I'm drawing traditionally, I do that. Obviously, when you're drawing digitally, it's can be a little bit easier. And actually, now that I just flipped it, kind of noticing some mistakes, but kind of like some of the asymmetry. So we're gonna leave that for now. To be honest, I like the off-kilterness of the pose so far. So we are going to stick with that. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting a little bit behind. I gotta bounce for now, bro, but this has been dope. Enjoy the vibes of your stream tonight, and we'll check it out again. Okay, cool. See you later, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I caught you before you left, but if not, I'll see you around anyway, so take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you got Reddit. I do have Reddit. I never realized how important sleep is. I get 5 hours of sleep and I'm a zombie for the rest of the day. But then I'm so hyper at night. So sleepy. Consistency is hard. Okay, so I kind of break this down a little bit. First of all, sleep is very important. So make sure you get enough of it. But I get I don't get hyper at night, but I do get more creative at night. I don't know why that is, but I guess maybe it's like nighttime, you see less stuff, and so it's like if you see less stuff like in real life, then like your imagination starts to kick in. Maybe that's part of it. I'm not sure, but I get more creative at night for sure. I think the stream is fine for me. It's not crowded and the music nice, kind of like a small cafe. That is the exact vibe that I'm going for. Like I just want it to be like an art jam, as if you were meeting up with some art friends at a cafe, you know, and you're listening to some chill music and you're drawing and everyone's just kind of hanging out, doing their thing, but collectively. And I don't know, I was never able to do like an art club type of thing like that, so I am creating it now. And for anyone that is looking for that kind of vibe, this is where they can find that kind of vibe. So I'm glad it's working out for you, and hopefully kind of remains this way, just a nice chill audience, and we just kind of come here to work on some art. I'm gonna head out now, gonna get ready for bed, gotta keep my sleep schedule checked. It was nice talking to you, man. See you on the next stream. Alright, Max, take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, I messed that up. Okay. Hey Arkin. Thanks for the question. To answer that, I do have anatomy books. Let me pull out 2 of them so I can give you a few quick references, and then I can talk a little bit about the YouTubers I watch as well that are pretty good with anatomy. Okay, so one of the books that I have is called Anatomy for Artists, a visual guide to the human form. That one's really good because it not only breaks down the anatomy, but also it shows it in simple 3D forms, and so it's an easy way to start to build up the visual library and the form library that you'll need to simplify the human body before you add on all the musculature and everything like that. So super duper helpful. I've also been looking through the Morpho Anatomy for Artists book, which is by Michael, published by Rocky Nook. Those are my 2 go-to anatomy books right now. But of course there's other ones out there. I actually own other ones as well, but basically learn from anything and everything is what I say. When I started, I got most of my anatomy knowledge from YouTube. So yeah, there's definitely some good stuff out there if you look. You just gotta look though. And you have to figure out what kind of works for you. What kind of anatomy books do you like? Do you go off of currently? Like this spell buckle, so we're gonna change that. In terms of anatomy references for artists online and on like YouTube, I would definitely point out Proco. He's got some great videos, just for free. Also, he has premium content as well. But honestly, his free content is good enough for beginners to get started. He didn't really teach anatomy, but I learned how to kind of do gesture drawing and stuff like that through... Well, no, he does teach anatomy as well, but his name is Psychra on YouTube. And I'll go ahead and type both of those in on the chat. So we got Psychra, and you've got... what did I just say? Proco.
Hey baby, it's me. I was just calling to chat with you a little bit
So yeah, maybe that can help you kind of get started there, hopefully. Okay, and then I'm just drawing in random shapes now. But anyways, I think I caught or kept the energy of the original sketch, so pretty happy with that. So we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of that, and we'll go ahead and flip this back around to normal. And yeah, we have that going. And so now we're gonna move on to this last thing, which is kind of working on this briefcase. You're welcome, Arkin. I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time rendering out this briefcase, and we'll go ahead and call it quits after that. But what we're going to do in order to work on that. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do just yet, but let's see here. Alright, so I was working on this at a very small scale, and I'm debating whether I should keep that scale or size it up a little bit. We'll see. We will see. I think we are gonna probably size it up a bit.
Don't cry.
Transform all these layers at once, and it looks like it can, which is good. If I can get this about this size, that'll be good. That'll be good. All right. Let's see. How do we do this so we don't run out of room? Maybe that's a little bit too big. Maybe I don't need it that big. All right, let's keep going with this. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I'm gonna put the volume of the music up. We're just going to draw for a bit. If you guys still have questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. turn lights turquoise. Alright, my stream goers. This goes ahead and puts me to the end of the stream. Hopefully you guys had a fun time watching and got to see, the art kind of come to life, my sketch process. If you guys want to see high quality versions of any of these images, they'll be on my DeviantArt, so feel free to check that out. And yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, thanks everyone for coming out. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy the vibe, and we do this every Wednesday unless further notice, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. So follow me on Instagram and DeviantArt to see any future updates, anything that's coming down the pipe in the future in terms of different stuff that we'll be doing. So had a lot of fun this time, and hope you guys did too. I'll give it just a minute just in case anyone has any last minute questions.
el peso de mi alma en una dana. Todo flexi con mi chica, dando vueltas, pica pica. Estoy usando la varita. Mientras todo
And I will just go ahead and kind of scan through all that we drew today.
estoy usando la varita. Mientras todo dinamita. Los
Okay,
sueños
guys,
se derriten por
thanks for
aquí.
watching.
Es
Tune in
así.
next time.
Veo la vida como Dalí, yo soy quien soy, yo no pienso huir, aunque tenga que subirme al ring, aunque busques el significado del amor en Google. Tú dime que me quieres, pero no lo jures. Yo sigo como Goku, yo sigo en mi nube, regando las plantitas empezando el lunes. Mi vida es una jam, yo no trazo un plan, lo que tenga que venir vendrá. Yo soy de verdad, yo piso la tierra. Tú solo pisas pasos de cebra. ¿A qué esperas? Abre una ventana nueva. Súbete al tejado, tumba las antenas. Respira bien hondo, puedes ser quien quieras. Escúchate por dentro a ver qué suena.